All right, if you're watching this video, you are an order of operations expert and you're ready to take it to the next level. We are going to focus specifically on a different level of parentheses. You are used to parentheses acting like a package, but maybe you've noticed once or twice in your lifetime that you've opened up a package and inside was another package. That's essentially what we're working on today. Another type of parentheses, another type of kind of package within the expression are called brackets. And they are more squared off than parentheses, but they act the same way. So inside this expression, you can see two different types of parentheses. I'm going to color code them for you. I have purple parentheses and blue brackets. And the way that it works is just kind of like if you were going to get a gift that was a package inside of a package, you obviously have to open the bigger package to get to the smaller one inside. And that's essentially what's going to happen. We are going to do a little PEMDAS checklist here when we're solving this. And right away, when I get to the P, I can see parentheses, but I can also see brackets, and you have to always do the bigger one first. Brackets are bigger. So basically what I'm going to do is my first step is to solve this. And when I do, what's going to end up happening is the rest of the problem is going to stay the same. 5 plus something, whatever is inside this bracket, minus 8. So ultimately, I'm trying to figure out what that bracket is worth. To do that, it almost acts like a separate problem. So for that, I'm going to do a separate PEMDAS checklist. And I'm going to kind of look at this like it's a totally separate problem to figure out what it's worth. So starting with keep parentheses. Yes, I can see parentheses here. So I know what I'm left with is 10 plus whatever is in this parentheses. 5 times 3 is 15. And now I'm left with my last package standing. 10 plus 15 is 25. So I know that this entire bracket system right here is worth 25. So I'm just going to take that number and fill it in here. Because now what I'm left with is basically, I'm just going to get rid of all the scribbles. Now what I'm left with is basically my original expression, 5 plus something minus 8. Well, that's what I've got here. 5 plus something, what was inside the bracket, minus 8. And really, now I'm ready to just keep going. I don't have any more parentheses. I don't have any little e. Multiplication or division, I don't see. But I do have addition or subtraction. Actually, I have two of them, so I'm going to go from left to right. First thing I see is 5 plus 25, which is 30 minus 8. And last package standing, 30 minus 8 is 22. Let's take a look at another one. I'm going to color code my brackets, put a little PEMDAS checklist here. And right away, I'm going to start with parentheses. And I not only have parentheses, but I also have brackets, which means I need to figure out what this entire bracket is worth. And when I do, I'm going to take that amount and I'm going to add the rest of my expression, which is plus 3 to the second power. So what I'm going to do to, whoops, I was totally trying to grab the eraser there. What I'm going to do to continue with the problem is, in order to solve the brackets, you still have to follow PEMDAS. I'm just going to put a little PEMDAS checklist over here so we can follow it. All right, do I have any parentheses inside my bracket? Well, yes, I do. I'm going to do that. I'm left with 5 times whatever's in those parentheses. 10 minus 2 is 8. I have last package standing. 5 times 8 is 40. So essentially, my entire expression is whatever the brackets are, which is 40, plus the 3 to the second power. That was the rest of the expression. So all that work and all I've done is get rid of my parentheses. Do I have any little e? Yes, I do. I'm going to go ahead and do that next. So I'm left with 40 plus whatever 3 to the second power is. That's repeated multiplication. So 2 3's multiplied together. 3 times 3 is 9. I'm left with last package standing. 40 plus 9 is 49. I'm going to show you one more. And again, I'm going to put my little PEMDAS checklist here and get rocking and rolling. Do I have any parentheses? Yes, I do. I have this big old bracket. And when I'm done solving that bracket, I'm going to have 20 minus whatever that bracket is worth. To solve that bracket, I need to use PEMDAS. So I have to make sure that I do everything in order. Parentheses first. So 2 plus 1 is 3. And I still have times 3 left over from my bracket. And then that's last package standing. 3 times 3 is 9. So the original problem was 20 minus whatever all this is. Well, all that is 9. So 20 minus 9 becomes where I'm left with. Now that's a last package standing. 20 minus 9 is 11. So I think once you practice and get the hang of it, just remember brackets, you got to open and solve what the bracket is worth using PEMDAS. And then that amount becomes part of, your solving process with the rest of the expression. You got this. Just don't know how to